I'll never forget, I think it was about the second Cheyenne that I did. I had to ride alongside an Indian and take him off his horse. Later on, they'd have a stuntman do that, but there I had to do it. So anyhow, I did. I took him off the horse, and they had put sand down there so the ground wouldn't be too hard. Took him off the horse. That worked very nicely, but when I hit the ground, I split my trousers from the belt clear down in the back. The seam just split open the way I hit the ground. Well, I knew it had split because I felt it and I heard it. So we had rehearsed the scene a little differently to where part of the time my backside was to the camera, but I knew I couldn't afford to do that because they wanted to try to get it in one take. So I kept my face to the camera all that time, and it kind of had to improvise, but by golly, we got the scene. And then the guy that was doing the ending, he said, Clint, he said, why didn't you do it the way we rehearsed it? Why wouldn't you let me get you turned around? And I laughed, and I turned around and said, take a look. And he looked, and then he laughed. But those things do happen. Each show, of course, we brought in different characters, but I was the only running character. And it made it a little tough because I was on my feet an awful lot. And, I'd come in at 7 in the morning, and they wanted to rehearse and have the first shot in the can by 8 o'clock as a rule. And we always worked till 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, a lot of times 9, 10, 11. Sometimes if we had to finish up a show, we'd be there till 2 o'clock the next morning, whatever it took. I didn't like working that many hours because you can get to a point where your mouth doesn't want to work. You don't think clearly. You can't do as good a job. I know we were there on a stage 19, I think, and supposedly I'd been leading a wagon train. I had a line. Someone said, the Indians are coming. I'm supposed to say, don't shoot. They come carrying their rifles, but first, which means they come in peace. But I was tired, and I said my lines, and the director said, cut, and everybody laughed, and I said, well, what'd you cut for? And he said, well, you didn't get your line right, Clint. What'd I say? He said, well, you said, don't shoot, they come carrying their butts first. So, but when you get tired, you goof like that. When I finally got into making the Cheyennes, it really became a challenge to me to do the very best job that I could. I didn't want it to seem like a kiddie western because I knew the kids would enjoy it anyway, so why not make it, for adults as well? And I really worked hard, toward that end. Well, here it is 50 years after I started the show. On the one hand, it seems like yesterday because I can recall a lot of it so clearly. On the other hand, it seems like 100 years ago. It's amazing how many fans I still have. They want their grandchildren to see the series now. They claim that they don't have enough heroes out there. But it was made me feel good. It made me to know that I was doing something that people enjoyed that much, and made me feel worthwhile. And that Cheyenne, if I was going to do it, I had to do it the very best that I could. And so I did.